Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we're going to be having a look at Tera Pro and the brand new BrainZ
in-app purchase.
It's cool. Speaking of cool, let's kick off with a premiere. This is the brand new song by Pete Johns called Sink or Swim.
All my life I've worried about the things in the water I cannot see. Got this panic washing over me. On the news today, telling me what to think and say. Some people won't come back from down below. On reflection, my memories are always making a fool of me. But I'm learning to ebb and flow with the tide. 'Cause I don't know what's in the water, and I don't know if I can win. There might be more under the surface, but it's time to dive in. Oh yeah, Cause I don't know what's in the water, and I don't know if I can win. There might be more under the surface, but it's time to dive in. Nobody knows what's in the water. Nobody knows who's gonna win. So I'm gonna just keep on going, even though I might sink or swim.
Good morning. Pete Johns, Sink or Swim. That was a premiere. I think the video is dropping shortly, not too far away, so keep your eyes peeled. Pete Johns' channel. There's a pinned comment up the top. I got to watch Pete. We all got to watch Pete make that song on his show. That's what we do on these shows. We show you our process behind the scenes. And I was, again, fortunate enough to play drums on that, do some backup vocals, and be a part of the whole process, and just awesome fun, yeah? Started off a bit rocky. We were like, is this really a punk song? Is this really a punk song? And it was by the end, man. Awesome stuff. It'll be out, I think, a week from now on all the streaming services. And so keep your eyes peeled for all of that stuff. There's a pinned comment in the chat. Head over to Pete Johns' channel or over to his Song Whip and go and check out his other music, because he makes great music. I'm biased. I play drums for the dude, so you know I'm in the band. What can I say? Go and buy it. I'll punch you. Yeah. See, Pete wouldn't say that ever, but I will. I'll say it for Pete. Go buy it, or you'll get punched. Hope you're all doing well. It's Wednesday here, and man, we got a killer app we're talking about today in Tera Pro. I'm Jade. By the way, this is how to app on iOS. Welcome to our Wart Warriors. If you're a Wart Warrior, you would be paying $1 a month to be able to be a part of our Sunday roasts, our quizzes that we have as well. So good fun there. Thanks for supporting the channel and doing all that, bizzo. Thank you, Thomas Christ, for posting links and stuff like that. Hello, Leela. Lamau to you. Matthias, what's going on? Pete Johns. Let's see, who else? Robbie Stingle, Frank John Songs. Hello to you, Gregory O'Sullivan. Trying to catch my breath. It's been a day yesterday, let me tell you. And today's going to be just as fun. I saw Cy Effin, what's going on? I had a feeling you might be here for this today. It's really good. Damn, it's really good. Axiom, what's going on? I'm just scrolling through the darkness here. Mix Club, hope you're doing good. Sorry for your chat yesterday. We had a bit of fun there. Me, hello to you. Have I got everyone? Have I covered everyone? Have I got you all? If I haven't got you, just bang something in the chat so I can find you. They don't make it easy, this chat thing that we have to use here on OBS. Clear. All right, let's jump straight in over here, shall we? Over to this place. Where am I going? Over here. Boom, to some price drops. Mandolin tuner, electric guitar tuner. Yeah. Neon, I can't recommend this thing enough. Neon is a really cool audio editor. It's on sale for $7.99. It's by 4 Pockets. I use it all the time. I use it so much it's ridiculous. It's one of my go-tos. It's just as used as much as Audio Share these days. The session band apps, which we've talked about the last couple of days, are all on sale. And funnily enough, today's app that we're looking at, Tera Pro by Harry Gohs VirSyn, is on sale as well for $9.99. This thing, so we looked at this last year. This thing's a beast. It is a beast of a modular synth. I've done 2 shows on it already. The first show was like me fumbling my way through modular synth. The second show was on the first in-app purchase, the Wavetable in-app purchase. And today we're looking at the BrainZ in-app purchase. It is a beast. You would be pretty hard-pressed to own this after 3 years and still not have explored every single part of it. It's up there with Synthmaster 2. It is just limitless, absolutely. And with the more of these in-app purchases being added to it, it's just growing and growing. So let's just quickly give you a quick refresh of what it does, because I've got this video here I can play, and it gives me a chance to have a quick coffee and chill. It only goes for a few minutes. I probably won't play the whole lot, just to go through some of the sounds that are in here. So I'll bring down our levels a little bit here before we do this. Hello, Princess. Let's just play. I'll go on mute for a second, and So this thing is an absolute beast. Let me bring the levels down a little bit there. We'll leave it playing. I don't think I'll leave it playing in the background. Let me tell you what this in-app purchase is based on. So the in-app purchase is $9.99, as with the Wavetable's in-app purchase. And currently this is on sale for $9.99 as well. Cool, we can leave it playing in the background. That's pretty sweet. So this in-app purchase is based off a piece of hardware. It is the Mutable Instruments Plates modular piece of hardware, yeah? So it has, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 16 parts to it. I'm not a modular synth person. I know crap about this, but I do know what sounds good, and this thing sounds absolutely incredible. So there's a video here. This is a website I found showing you. So here is the device. Look at this piece of technical engineering. There it is there. So this, if you don't know what modular synth is, so these are small modular little rack mounts, pieces of equipment that lock into a whole mount of modular pieces of synthesis, and you can create amazing sounds with old school synthesis, yeah? You've got cables going everywhere. And now you can do this all on your iPad. And this is only for iPad. Just let's be clear on that. It's only for iPad, this particular app. Listen to this thing going off on its little merry way. We can stop you now. Cool, cool, cool. So what I need to tell you also is this is on iPad and Mac. M1 Max, this is available as well. So if we scoot over here, here it is on my Mac. Yes, it works beautifully on my Mac. Let's just start. Because inside of Terra Pro, not only do you have all this modular synthesis here, all these modules you can add, yeah, but you've got a wonderful little ARP in here, and that's what I'm running at the moment. You've got some effects, you've got heaps of effects in here. So it's universal for, in answer to your question, Thomas, universal for iPad and Mac M1. No iPhone. Just to be clear. Let me get this going. Make sure this is playing. Where's my ARP? My ARP's here. Boom. So you can see it works. Hit play. Wicked. All working good on the Mac. Man, that sound is crazy. What do you think that sound's called? Bee swarm. It sounds like bees swarming. Pretty close. So yeah, it is available on Mac. Good stuff. I'm going to open it up first in AUM on the iPad and just play something that I made, a demo of something I slapped together in the wee hours of the night before I tried to get some sleep last night, which didn't happen. But here we go. Let's play this. And I'm using Euclidean just to charge up 4 of these. 4? 5 and a hammerhead. Good fun. Fun. Dan Ekberg asks, if I have this on iOS, would I have to purchase it again on Mac? No. Of course you wouldn't, because it is compatible on both. As long as it's an M1, it's going to run on your iPad and your Mac. You just got to go to the Mac App Store and find it and download it, and it will work. You can open it as an AU, open it as a standalone. Good to go. Boom. Alrighty, let's open up. So today it's going to be, I'm just going to run through the sounds of it by itself. So we're going to give you an idea of just the actual in-app purchase, and then we'll go through some presets. I'm just going to pretty much connect Zoa to it and just let it repeat and just go through this situation. So first, once you purchase it, so you purchase it from within the standalone version. Let's open that up first. Tera Pro. Can't do it from within the in-app purchase. So here is the standalone version. And we need to go up to settings, and you'll see the in-app shop where you can purchase it here. Yeah, so that's where you click on it to purchase it. And that's good to go. So once you have, even before you've purchased it, all right, you'll see in the presets, you'll see it here, BrainZ Sounds. So when if you've updated it, because you'll have to update it if you've already bought it, and you will already see the BrainZ Sounds in here. But when you go to click on each preset, they won't make any sound until you actually pay for the in-app purchase, yeah? So that's the way it works. So let's, ooh, sexy. Let's close that and jump back over here to AUM. And as I said, we've got Zoa connected. And all I've got running here at the moment is just the basic common beginnings here. So we've got polysynth, we've got a poly set up. We've got one oscillator, which I've got turned down. And we've got the BrainZ module here, which is essentially an oscillator, yeah? And with all of these modules, you click up the top to open them further for more information on what's going on. And I've got all this running through an amp here. So we've got BrainZ running through here and oscillator 1. So both these modules are connected to this amp. I've got oscillator 1 turned down. So we've got it blend just to the BrainZ section. So that's all you're going to be hearing right now. And as you saw earlier with the picture of the module, let's jump back over and show it to you. There it is there. You can see pretty much everything that's on here is on this little, even though it doesn't look as pretty as this, right? So, whoops, why am I zooming in like that? So you've got, there we go, FM, we've got morph, we've got our timbre, we've got our frequency, harmonics, and then you see these buttons up here. Yeah, and they run down the side. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 down this side and 8 down this side. So 16 all up, yeah? And that is how that works. So keep that image in your mind, head back over here, and there it is there. So there's our 8 down one side, 8 down the other side, and there we go. Let's just open it up, and you've got, these are the harmonics, timbre, morph. We've got our FM frequency and modulation. And like with all of the things, I go back and watch my breakdown of this, of actually Tera Pro. You could freaking modulate anything to anything, you know, mod wheels, key tracking, velocity, aftertouch, pitch bend, LFOs, multi-envelopes. It's ridiculous. You can just, it's utterly ridiculous what you can connect. But we are focusing right now just on this section here. This is just the in-app purchase with nothing else added to it. And then we'll go and have a look at things added to it. I'll just make sure I've got Tera Pros not running in the background. The other one, we're good. Cool. All right, let's hit play on Zoa. So we are on this first section here, and as you see, as I go down and click each one, the name changes here, so you get to find out what it's called over here. So this is dual classic waveforms, and it's really cool that it tells you what each of the harmonics, the timbre and the morph does for each of these sections. Now this probably sounds quite boring, but just messing with the harmonics, these three here. So this is detuning between two waves. Hi, Kim. Okay, let's jump down to our next one. So this is our wave shaping oscillator. Now remember, there's a whole wave shape. There's a whole wave shaper that's an in-app purchase as well that you can add to this. So our harmonics changes the wave shaper waveform in this instance. The morph changes the symmetry, the asymmetry of We'll go down another. This is the 2-operator FM. So our harmonics changes the frequency ratio. We're onto a granular formant oscillator. Hi, Jim Shannon on sounds. So the harmonics in this change the frequency ratio between formant 1 and 2. And the timbre changes the formant frequency. Now remember, this is only the in-app purchase for BrainZ only. So I can go over here and bring in oscillator 1, because that's connected. And you can have a shitload of everything else added here. It's mayhem. So our next one, what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a harmonic oscillator. So the harmonics in this instance changes the number of bumps in the spectrum. So you'll see these bumps increase here. It doesn't, Jim. They're separate apps. Teraverse is like a uncomplicated version of this with a whole handful of really great sounds from this, yeah? Where this is like the master switch. This is, you can pretty much create anything you want with this. Maybe even world peace, who knows? So next one is a Wavetable oscillator. 4 banks of 8x8, except for world peace, unfortunately. 4 banks of 8x8 waveforms accessed by row and column with or without interpolation. Hey Brad, love to you lots. Enjoy the show. And next one is chords, 4-note chords played by VA or Wavetable oscillators. So as we change the harmonics, you'll hear the chord types change. And then from there, our timbre changes the inversion. Now remember, with all of these, this timbre is actually connected at the moment to my mod wheel. Right, with any of these sounds, you can assign LFOs. It's ridiculous. We can assign an LFO to the harmonics. So now this LFO is controlling the harmonics. or you can have no modulation. So all of these little sections down here, you can... It's ludicrous. There's so many options. So our next one is vowel speech synthesis. This is really interesting. Oops. You ready? So it says here, the harmonics crossfades between formant filtering and the timbre changes the species selection. So anywhere from Daleks to chipmunks. Okay, so we've reached the bottom of the left side. So that's the first 8. And then we've got up the top here another 8. So you can see the little coloured dot in the middle changes between left and right. So you know which one you're on. So this is granular cloud. Where the harmonics changes the pitch intonation on this one. And the timbre changes the grain density. And the morph changes the grain duration and overlap, so it becomes more messy. You can see here with our waveform just what's going on. Just by messing around, all of a sudden it becomes something you didn't expect. It's really wonderful. So next in line is our filtered noise. So the harmonics change the filter response from low pass to bypass to high pass filter. The Timbre is the clock frequency. Forgot to mention we've got our internal envelope over here, so we can change the decay of all of these. So if you're making plucked sounds or drum sounds. Particle noise next. Dust noise processed by networks of all pass or band pass filters. So you can hear with our timbre here, this is adding particle density. I think I switched by accident there. Where were we here? Particle noise. Pretty cool. Next one down is inharmonic string model. Now we're on a modal resonator bank, and you get a lot in here. When the trigger input is not patched, the resonator is excited by dust noise. Analog bass drum model is next on our list here at number, what is that, 14, 15, 16, yeah. So the harmonics change the attack sharpness, the tombre changes the brightness, and the morph the decay time. Analog snare drum modules, the second last one, a balance of harmonic and noisy components. So start to hear some hi-hats in here. The morph changes the decay time. Hello, many vibes. Just when you think there's not going to be another interesting sound, there is one. And last but not least, the analog hi-hat model. So you can hear the harmonics change the balance of metallic and filtered noise. You can hear that metallic there and more of a filtered sound there. The tombre is a high-pass filter cutoff. And the morph is a decay time. There's your classic Atari 2600. Okay, so that is all 16 of the selections within the module, all by themselves. So as I said, you can add, oscillator upon oscillator upon oscillator. It's ridiculous. But we're going to go through now some of these presets. So here's the brain sounds. We'll start off with this addictive brain. So these presets are connected to other sounds like oscillators and filters and wavetables that are included in here. So you can see as we go through these, there'll be added parts in some of them. And you can add your own parts as well. So We'll just go back over here. There we go. And let's these are presets. Yes, Jim, it's in the description. Hello, Felcro. I love these vocal sounds, yeah? So Zoa's controlling this at the moment, but I could also add an ARP to this as well. So if you're wondering too, here's where all the effects are on the effects page. You can turn all these off. We've got a drive, parry, cue, flanger, delay, chorus, reverb. So again, you can see here we've got BrainZ and an oscillator. We can bring that oscillator up a little bit. We can add some drive. We've got an ADSR here. So there's a crap load of presets too. What are we at? Oh, just at F at the moment. So you're getting a hell of a lot for your $9. Thomas, if you just click on it on your Mac and just pay for it, it'll say you've already downloaded this before. Don't be afraid. Thomas says, I'm still trying to figure out why I clearly have this app on my iPad with Mac still says $9.99. Just purchase it and it'll say, you have previously purchased this on somewhere else before. Would you like to download this now? And you'll have no problem. I know it's scary, but it'll work. Same thing happened with me as well. It's an interesting question, isn't it, Jim? What I would suggest is, I know this sounds like I'm handballing it. Do your research. Make a decision for yourself. Only you can decide, really, if you should get an M1 Mac Mini or an iPad Pro. Because they are different beasts, but they aren't different beasts. It's... We're almost at the end of these presets, and then I'll let you go for the day. Well, that's the thing, Jim. Apple want you to own both. Let's not bullshit. That's why they've never introduced a touch screen for a Mac. They want you to own both. We're coming up to the last few presets. Hopefully this helps you decide. Firstly, if you want to go back and watch my first video on Terra Pro, you can go back and find that. Just type in Jade Starr, Tera Pro, and that'll give you a full understanding. Well, no, not a full understanding, but an understanding on the rest of this. Because we are just looking at the in-app purchase today. Thanks, Thomas. What I really love too is switching between presets is very seamless. Like there's no, you'll notice there's no like jolts or anything like that. It's like what it does is it's really nice. It like has a tail from the last preset and it like fades into the next preset. Very nice. Like there's nothing worse when you're changing presets and you get that horrible, just a vile sound. They've really done well with this. And just remember too, this is a beast on resources on your iPad. You can see I'm only running one instance of it here. Let's get rid of this Euclidean. One Zoa and one Tara, we got 45 DSP. Even if I shut down everything, have I got what's in the background? Nothing virtually. So we're down to 20 now, or 31. But and I'm on an iPad 2022 with 16 gig of RAM. But we did a show a while back. How many? I think I opened 10 Tera Pros all at the same time, and it handled it. So we are coming up to the last few presets. Boom, there you go. So that is the BrainZ in-app purchase, the module all by itself, and some presets, just to give you an idea of what it actually does by itself. Then in combination with the Wavetable in-app purchase and everything else, man, this thing is an absolute beast. It is a beast. It's terrifying what you can do with this. As I said, down here, the modulation and just, yeah, and it may look confronting, I know. I know you're probably looking at it going, well, that's a lot of stuff. But just imagine it was an actual piece of rack gear. Your head would explode with all those cables. You know, I look at people who use those and just think, man, I bow down to you. You know, you've got to have an incredible amount of patience and understanding to use that kind of gear. But luckily for simpletons like us, we have all this kind of thing in a wonderful interface like this on our iOS and M1 Max. It's a killer app. What can I say? If you're into this kind of stuff, you'd be crazy not to own this. Yeah? All right. $9.99 on the App Store, and for the in-app purchase, and Terra Pro is $9.99. I'm not sure how long for, but if you've been wanting to get it, get on it now while it's $3 off the main price. All right, what's happening tomorrow? I'm not sure. I can't be honest. I can be honest, but I can't be totally sure if this is happening tomorrow because I have some things I have to attend to today, which may dominate if I'm able to do this show tomorrow, because I've got to finish off some stuff with this. But we're hopefully tomorrow going to finish off this track and release it through DistroKid, mix it, master it, release it. This is a kindercore track I've been doing in N-Track Studio. If this doesn't happen, maybe we'll do something else instead. Like I've got a project at the moment for Joe and Barry Glenn. They want me to record some vocals on their song. So if I can't get this sorted because of appointments today that I have, then we may do that instead and push this back to next week. Remember, folks, next week also we're going to do a deep dive into Bandcamp and how to do Bandcamp, how to set up Bandcamp, how to have multiple artists and all that kind of thing, how to generate codes. Just a big deep dive into Bandcamp if you're interested in that. And to round out this week, hopefully, if all goes well, Audible video will be on the show and we're going to find out the complex design language of Kurt. So hopefully you can come and hang out with that. I think the opening hour is going to be something around counting crows this week. And that will be that. Oh, yeah, yesterday I went to the optometrist yesterday, by the way. Let me finish with this. And for the first time, actually got real glasses. So I've been using reading glasses for a while now, just the cheapies, you know, that you get from the chemist. And I actually got fitted for real glasses yesterday. And, yeah, I'll be able to pick those up soon. Man, I didn't realize how expensive glasses were. So I'll keep it all a secret until I get my glasses. Man, glasses are expensive. They really are. So that's going to be great. I'm going to be able to see properly and not with these cheapy, horrible things that are not doing good things for my eyes. So there you go. All right. Thanks for being with us today. Remember, Pete Johns has his new song popping up. No problem, Pete. His song will pop up over on Pete Johns' channel soon, I think. Not too far away. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, it's a wicked song. I loved playing drums on it. Righty dokey. I'll see you later. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Boom.
We'll all rise together. 'Cause you make me shine better. And we'll all rise together.